The last stew I made as part of my preparations for Ramadan was jollof rice stew. I actually prefer to make the stew and keep in the freezer than cooking the rice and keeping in the freezer. Does it taste good? So I prefer to do it this way. How do you do your own? Do you make your rice and cook in the freezer? Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Don't forget to like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. For a lot of people, jollof rice feel like a tedious or a stressful meal. But for me, I think I've gotten the secret. I think I've mastered the skill. So basically, the process for me is what I'm showing you here today. I washed my pepper, and that's my long pepper or red pepper, whichever one that is available. But I prefer the long pepper actually because I think it tastes good and compared to the red one. So I put my pepper and my scotch bonnet and my onions. I put that in a tray. For a long time now, I've changed to grilling my pepper for jollof rice and also for my normal soup at home. And that is exactly what I'm planning to do here. And I also grill my chopped tomatoes. So instead of using fresh tomatoes for jollof rice, which is going to be super duper expensive, I use the chopped tomatoes. I grill that as well. So I just pour it in the same tray with the long pepper and other scotch bonnet and onions. And because I'm making so much stew to keep because of Ramadan, that's why I've got this 4 tin of chopped tomatoes to use. And this was the following day. My husband helped me to grind the pepper in the blender after they've been grilled, and this was the following day when I was ready to cook the stew. So I had these onions that I was going to fry and this tomato paste. So I sliced my onions. I don't even have any preferred method of slicing my onions. In fact, I dislike slicing onions. Maybe because of what it does to my eyes, or because I just feel like it's one tedious thing to do. But I think this is the only aspect of jollof rice that I don't like, the slicing of onions. And I love onions in my food. I love onions so much. I just don't like slicing it. So I put my onions. I used 4 onions here. I slice them in a way that I slice them using any method that comes to my head. Any method that comes to my head, and I really don't mind if I'm seeing it in the food. So if you are one of those people that don't like seeing onions in your food, you might be difficult to eat my food because I slice my onions big and I can't even help that. Okay, so this is my pot. I have put some sunflower oil in the pot initially, and then I just poured my sliced onion and I fried that for some minutes. I got this tomato paste from African shop. Of course, all these shops to have their own, they sell in tube. They have their own sell, but I think because I've been used to this one from back from home, and since I can get them here, I just prefer them to the ones they sell in shops. Then I have these tiny ones that I use to make stew, so I just put all the whole thing. I added that to the onions. This is my home method of preparing jollof rice, and trust me, there's nobody that has eaten my jollof rice in recent time that don't confirm to how delicious, how yummy it is. I really do not add too much things, too much spices to my jollof, because I believe that the whole secret is in the grilling of pepper and the frying at this stage. So basically I just had my bay leaves and my curry and paprika. Anything after that, I don't know. Yeah, of course my salt and some cubes, but I believe if you don't get the method from the beginning, no matter what you had, it might still not take like the real jollof rice. So the smoky party jollof rice secret is the grilling thing. So this was the paprika that I was adding here, and curry spice. And after some time, I left this to fry because I believe the frying here is the real thing. The next thing I did was to pour my mixed pepper. That's the chopped tomatoes, long pepper, scotch bonnet, and onions that I initially grinded. The next thing I did was to pour that in this tomato paste mix and stir that together. We're almost at the end of it. Like, this jollof rice doesn't really take time at all. I can wake up on the morning of a working day and prepare jollof rice in a matter of like in 1 hour 30 minutes, because the only thing that takes time for me is the grilling, but the whole method of cooking it is not time consuming at all. So I added my salt at this point. I added my salt and I added some cubes of seasoning, and that was it. After adding this thing, I just covered it and I left it for the whole, no, not for the whole day, because that would get it burnt. So I left it for some minutes, about 30 minutes, for it to cook properly, because the last thing I'll do is to add rice. But as I mentioned, I won't be adding rice at this point because I want my rice to taste very fresh. So this is the end result. Everything is well cooked now. Now I'm packing them in a food bag so that I'll keep it in my freezer. Anytime I want to cook jollof rice, if I know that we'll need jollof rice for sahur, I'll just bring this out in the night and put it in a pot, put my rice and put my gas on low heat, and that is it. We'll be eating very fresh, yummy jollof rice for sahur. Allahumma barik Ramadan. So yeah, this is part of the preparations. Ordinarily, I cook every time, every day. But because, as I mentioned, I don't want to spend my whole time in the kitchen in this month of Ramadan. I really want to devote it to prayers. I really want to devote it to zikr. I really want to devote it to reading the Quran. So that's why I'm doing all this, so that I could save enough time to do all those things. So yeah, I was able to pack three food bag. I don't know what I was thinking here. Oh my god, look at that. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have just divided this into two, but I had few food bags left, so I was trying to manage the food bag, and now I messed up the whole place. What I didn't want to leave behind is what I eventually wasted. That was not good. So because I know I couldn't keep this directly in the freezer, I had to find another bag to put this so it doesn't mess up everywhere in the freezer. So I put this, and for the other ones as well, I'm not sure. I had to double the bag so they don't mess up the freezer. And that was it. This was the last soup. The next thing I planned to do is to wash my pot. Now that I've finished cooking all the soup that I wanted to cook, the next thing is to wash my pot, wash my cooking space, my cooking gas, and prepare my sink, wash my oven as well. And that was it. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you for following me. Thank you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.